Hi, hello, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be checking out 7 things to know before moving to Finland. So if you're literally planning on moving to Finland and you have no idea how to go about it, I think this video should do justice to that. And yeah, someday I hope to visit Finland, so I'm super excited to check this one out, and let's go find out for ourselves, and I'll be back.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. So today I will be talking about things you need to know before moving to Finland. So this one goes to people who are planning on moving here either for
Yeah.
school permanently or any other reasons, even those just visiting Finland and researching, trying to get more information about Finland. I'll be listing about 7 points that you need to know before moving to Finland. Before I do that, I'd like to please ask you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button to get notified whenever I post a video. So I'll go right in and just talk about 7 things you need to know before moving to Finland. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Finnish weather. So for most people, when you talk
Very
about
important.
Finland, most people always go like, oh my God, it's cold there. It's cold. Yes, it's cold in the winter and autumn, I should say. But summers are warm. I would say like throughout the year, maybe the cold periods are more longer than the hot seasons, so to say. But
Okay.
still, there are beautiful days like in the summer whereby it's warm and beautiful and the days are longer than the nights. It was my first time I experienced the Finnish summer. I was really so amused. Like I had never in my life experienced that, whereby it's still bright and sunny as late as 23. It was just amazing. So I'll say this, that we have 4 types of seasons. We have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So in the winter, the days are shorter and the nights are longer. So you need to also take some type of supplements. You have to take vitamin D for, to cover for the sun. You have to mentally and physically prepare yourself for the Finnish weather. So when you come in the winter time, you have to know that you really have to come up all geared up with warm clothes just to keep warm. It's not cold throughout the year. We have 4 different types of seasons, so it varies. And you just have to know which season you come. You just have to know about the Finnish weather and to know which gear you're gonna wear. The next point is about the Finnish customs. So this one, I would say before you move here or even just visiting Finland, you pretty much have to know about the Finnish customs. This applies to any other country as well. You just have to know their customs. So I would say the Finnish custom is pretty different from most countries, unless those which are pretty close to them. So they pretty much have similar customs, like even the one in
Customs.
Sweden. Finnish and Sweden pretty much have the same customs. But anyway, I'll say this, that you have to have an idea so you do not come out inappropriate to them or maybe offensive in certain ways. So I'll say customs like, that personal space thing in Finland. That's not something that's very common like in countries where I come from in Zambia. Have an idea about what's appropriate or maybe what doesn't come out offensive. You just have to respect that. That's how the things are done. And then if you try to be in somebody's business, like invading their space, they'll feel so uncomfortable, making them so uncomfortable, and you feel like resentment to them. So I would say that you kind of like respect that and just learn about their customs.
But in a nutshell, to add to what she's saying, if you're literally traveling or relocating to another man's country or another country, rather, let me use that word, you have to study what they like and what they don't like in order not to get into their business, because obviously your country is definitely different from the country you're visiting. So, in a nutshell, you have to learn to practice their way of life, their culture, their tradition, in order not to get into any problem, in order not to get into their way, and obviously learn how to flow like them. So, yeah, when you're traveling or relocating to another country, obviously you have to be sure to learn their customs and way of life. So, It's not bad. It's actually a good one.
Before moving here. The other point is that the cost of living is very high in Finland, so you
Yeah, I
have
was
to
told that.
expect that. It's very expensive country. Many things are expensive because groceries and the cost of living as well, like just housing, rental and stuff like that, they're pretty high. You have to pretty much like be prepared how you're gonna finance yourself while living here. So when it comes to like housing and stuff, this pretty much depends as well in what city you are living in. So that those big cities, major cities like Helsinki, Tampere, Turku, they have very expensive housing as compared to small cities like, for example, Valkeakoski. When it comes to like shopping, like food and stuff like that, there are also cheaper stores like Lidl. They're pretty cheap. I think Lidl and Prisma are pretty much affordable. So you just have to keep that in mind, that cost of living is pretty higher here, and you have to be.
I love that word. You have to keep that in mind. That cost of living is actually higher. Obviously, I've had that before. That cost of living is high in Finland, and it's crazy, right? Because you have to be prepared before relocating to Finland, right? Or before going to study there, you have to be 100% because of the cost of living. To make sense.
Financially stable, at least you have to know where your means of income are coming from. In line with the high cost of living here, many people get to ask about the job situation. So I'll say that the level of unemployment is rising nowadays, and it's very harder for most foreigners, I would say that. But there are jobs as well you can find. But I'll just say that once you come here, it's not like automatically get a job, because most of the jobs that are available are given to Finnish people or people that can speak Finnish. I would say that it will be a little bit challenging, but there are also jobs which are demanding for people to, like most foreigners, to start working, like in healthcare and IT, like that. Even cleaning jobs are mostly like filled up with foreigners, but I'll say that it's not very easy for you to just move like with no Finnish at all and just want a higher position job. It's gonna be challenging for you. You have to go through a lot before you get to that position, if you get to that position. So I would say
Yes.
that when it comes to employment, is there, but you kind of like have to know the Finnish language. If you're a foreigner and you're looking for a job, mostly they always ask if you can speak the language. So it's important, if you're going to move here permanently or for school and for many years, you pretty much just have to learn the Finnish
Are you
language. I'm not
serious?
saying like fluently, but at least be able to communicate. However, you can also survive here with just little, without any Finnish at all, because Finnish people also speak English. But I would say that it will be easy for you to kind of like integrate in the community if you can speak the Finnish language, so you can integrate with the Finns as well. One thing I wish somebody told me before moving here, that it would be hard if you do not have friends or do not know anyone here in Finland. It's gonna be very depressing for you, because this place can be very, very depressing, mostly in the winter. If you have no one to interact with, it can be a very sad place for you. Before you move here, make acquaintances, make friends, people from your same country, then it's gonna be easy for you to live here. Because I would say if you don't have anyone to talk to, it's gonna be very depressing. So try to at least know people, or just find some friends you can talk to. And then while you move, even when you move here, you can try to at least get some friends to talk to. Because I would say it's not very easy to make friends with Finnish people like just right on the spot. It's kind of like something you have to build in, because Finnish people are so much to themselves and they don't really much interact with just strangers anyhow. And the last point is that there is a lot of nature, and the Finnish people do love to spend most of their times and activities outdoors. So if you're one person that loves nature, taking walks outside, going hiking, you are sure going to enjoy this place. The air is so fresh and clean. It will be just something so breathtaking for you. There's so many lakes and so much nature here, and it's a very beautiful, nice place. So those were all the points that I had this time. If you have any more questions, you can ask me in the comment section down below and I'll reply to them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button to get notified whenever I post a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
So this was nice, and I hope you enjoyed it. At least I learned one or two things, and if you're planning on relocating to Finland, this video has already answered your question, your curiosity, just name it. So this was totally nice, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. What do you think about what she just said? Let me know on the comment section.